Hello, hello, millionaire makers. How is everyone doing today? Come on in for a bit. I want to welcome everyone to the Tina Greer Show. We are starting a new thing here in the Blueprint to Win Government Contracts. So I am super excited that you guys are joining me today. Super excited. So let me see here. I want to just do a little housekeeping, making sure that we're good because there we go. All right. So also, if you are new to StreamYard, you can actually StreamYard, and then I can see who actually comments in the feed. But if not, I have my handy phone, so you see me turning my head. That means I'm looking at the comments to see exactly who's speaking or and talking at that particular time. So super excited for this the first episode, and I wanted to bring you guys some value. I think it's really important that you know we bring it. So I'm just so excited, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to wing it because I already look. I don't even know what I did with your bio, but I'm going to speak from the heart. I've been knowing this individual, Miss Angela Jacobs, for over 15 or so years now in different capacities, but we've always kept in contact. And correct me if I'm wrong, Angela, but she's all of the former deputy of government of a contracting agency at Fort Campbell, the former deputy of government contracts. So we are talking to the big dog. Okay. So I am so excited that she actually took some time out of her busy schedule to come and share her knowledge and expertise with us this evening on our first episode of the Tina Talk Show. And again, it's all about government contracts, knowing how to position your company to win those contracts, and also understanding the nuances of what is going on today in our industry. So with further ado, I want to formally introduce you guys to Miss Angela Jacobs. Feel free, Angela, to tell us a little bit about you and what you've done.
Well, first of all, I thank you so much for having me on your show. Really, really appreciative. Me and Tina, like she said, we go way back. We met each other probably, like she said, 15 or 20 years ago. But it's just an honor to be able to keep in contact with someone of her caliber. So again, I appreciate you for having me. And so more than anything, just a little bit about myself. And I don't like patting myself on the back, first of all. My main goal has always been to help others. And so I'm excited that I was able to transition out of the government I consider myself at an early age, in my mid 50s, and still have the desire to reach out and help the small businesses more than anything. Because I saw, over 30 years, I saw how they struggled. And many times it was like, man, I wish that I could reach out and give them a little bit more help. But I spent like 31 years working for the federal government in the contracting arena. I worked at Fort Campbell most of my time. I did deploy to Kuwait for about a year. I also served at Fort Bragg and Fort Sam Houston area. So those 31 years, I did a lot of contracting. From just the simplified acquisitions to A&E to construction to utilities, just a wealth of knowledge that I gained over those years because someone took the time to actually give me all those opportunities. And so that's my background in a nutshell, as far as my experience.
Wonderful, wonderful. I tell you, I mean, I'm just honored to be, talking to the best of the best. Very humbling servant leader that loves helping people, loves and sharing her knowledge and expertise. So let's just have a conversation about government contracts, because one of things, I guess, before we get started, a lot of individuals that are that come, that are part of the Blueprint to Winning Contract Facebook group, this group here, they're new to government contracting, and sometimes don't understand the scope, the magnitude of the opportunities that are available out there. Sometimes feel like it's unreachable to them as business owners. So, can you just kind of share with us the types of opportunities that you feel that is needed, that is available out there right now for small business owners to partake in?
Okay. And so the first thing that I would say right now, because we're getting ready to go into the fourth quarter, is for all small businesses to be persistent, because, again, spending 30 something years with the government, fourth quarter is the most busiest time of the year. And many times, I'm going to admit, we don't plan. We don't plan properly. So that fourth quarter, we're scrambling, we're looking for small businesses to do whatever we have on our desk. And so I ask that you take the time during the fourth quarter to be very persistent, to reach out to any of those contracting officers or contract specialists that you know on a regular basis and ask them, what do you have on your desk that I can help you with? And I guarantee you, sooner or later, you'll make a hit with them. So that's the main thing, is just reaching out and being persistent.
Wow, and I think I'm glad you brought that up, because at times government contractors give up too quick. The first or second no, they just throw in the towel. It's a long run, a long game. It's not something that happens overnight. One of the misconceptions some government contractors have is, if I have a certification, I'm guaranteed a contract. Can you expound upon that in regards to the importance of certifications, how it can help you in your toolkit, but does it really guarantee you a contract? Could you let us know that, or share what you've experienced?
Well, you're right. It does not guarantee you a contract, but I can tell you that almost 100% of those acquisitions have to be set aside for small businesses, whether it's a woman-owned, 8A, service disabled. The government have goals that they have to meet every single year. And so having those certifications in those areas, and then again, being persistent is definitely the key.
I think that is so true. Wow, that is so true. So let's talk about.
And I'm sorry, and Tina, may I add, as I look back over my career, those contractors that called to me every other week or every other month, I was like, let me give them a contract, let me find them something so that I can help them, so they won't have to call me. But I'm telling you, consistency, it goes a long way.
Wow, and as you're saying that, what I'm also hearing is, because they were so persistent, they started to build a relationship with you.
Yes.
You got to know them because they kept calling and inquiring. Do you have anything available that I could do, or do you need help with anything? It's all about that relationship as well. On relationships, in regards to that, is really crucial. I want to make sure everybody understands that in business you have to build relationship. Yes, you have to have your proper qualifications, but you also have to build that relationship. Now, in regards to a government contractor going after an opportunity, right? So now evaluation time. Let's talk about past performance. What are some of the key tips or strategies that you can give to a contractor preparing their past performance in a proposal, or as required?
Okay, and so most often the solicitation will ask you to provide similar. All right, it will ask you to provide a certain dollar value. At sometimes it may say 10 million or more. That's similar. And so make sure that you follow that definition. If they're asking for grounds maintenance, then don't provide anything on construction because they're not going to evaluate that. They're going to evaluate similar projects. And so as far as past performance, yes. And so as past performance, make sure you read the definition, because most often they do give you a definition that says we want all projects within the last 3 years that are similar in nature to the PWS. And so if it's not similar in nature, then you're not going to be graded accordingly.
Wow. Wow, that's powerful. Now that actually goes to what I talk when I'm working with my clients, is really understanding the value of bid and no bid. Why would you waste your time bidding on something that you're not qualified for, or you don't have the capacity or bench strength to subcontract that portion of work to? You just feel like, well, I'm just going to go ahead and bid anyway. In regards to when you're evaluating contracts, what is like that stops you in your tracks when the contractor doesn't comply with the instructions? Give me an example or an experience.
Well, I'm gonna be straightforward. You know, I've seen a lot of proposals that's cut and paste. Just cut and paste from what they did before, and even leaving in some of the verbiage or the language from an old proposal. And so cutting and pasting, that's the number one that will stop me in my track. Number two is they did not read the solicitation, nor did they address all the evaluation factors. And so when you see that, then you start to dig real deep. Hey, they did not address this evaluation factor, so I know they didn't address the next one. And so, I mean, the rating just starts to go downhill from there. But making sure that you're doing that quality check, making sure that you're doing a crosswalk between your proposal and the solicitation, that's very key. And making sure that you're outlining everything. And lastly, Tina, I would like to add is making sure that you take your eyes off of it and give someone else an opportunity to look at it. What I call a quality review.
Yes, that is so key, because when you're actually putting the proposal together, the bid or proposal together, and sometimes we overlook things because we're the only one looking at everything. But you do need fresh pair of eyes to look at it objectively, to make sure that, you know, whatever the requirements, instructions, that you follow that. So a quality check, you know, is crucial to the success, to having a successful submission. So definitely. I mean, you are hitting the nail on the head tonight. And guys, I just want to let you know that just strategies and tips, we're saving you thousands of dollars of labor, time, you know, of labor that you would have been spending because you're just trying to throw something out there. But really taking the step back and take the time to really evaluate, is this opportunity for my business? Is this a good fit for me and my business? If it's not, it's okay to wait until the next one comes along. But you don't want to, spend a lot of money. Excuse me. Spend a lot of money and energy on something you have you shouldn't be getting on anyway. So great points, Angela.
And Tina, can I add to that? I mean, so once you get that solicitation, you really want to read it, and you want to read it, and then you want to read it the third time. And so I think a lot of people fail to do that, because that's the opportunity right there for you to get clarifications from the contracting officer as to concerns that you may have. And that may also give you, help you make the decision as to whether or not you want to bid or not bid. But oftentimes what we do is we wait until after award, if you are lucky to get the award, and then you have all of these clarifications, and then you find yourself, in a position that you maybe shouldn't be in. And so there is a time where you can ask for clarifications or submit your questions and things of that nature, and you can really find out exactly what you're getting yourself into.
Wow, that is so key. Again, it's preparation. It's all about being prepared and being strategic about the opportunities that you're actually going after. So I think those are great pointers that you've expressed today. Let's talk about in regards to you won the contract and execution of the contract, the deliverables, and in a point where a contractor has won the contract and they stated they would do X, Y, and Z per, in a milestone or deliverable and things of that nature. But what if they cannot do that because they underbid themselves, did not put enough in it? Um, what kind of, penalties can occur to the contractor in regards to, can they keep their contract, or will the government agency take that contract away for non-performance? Can you expound upon the concept of non-performance?
Well, we all know that non-performance can lead to a default. All right. However, I want to say that, communication is key. More than anything, communicating with the contracting officer up front as to whatever position you find yourself in. And then at sometimes they may be able to work with you or work things through. But non-performance is definitely a reason for termination for default. And so you definitely don't want to get in that position. But if you do find yourself in an area that you're uncomfortable with, I would say raise your hand and talk to the contracting officer as soon as possible. And a lot of them are willing to work with you.
Wow, that's amazing. It's like, don't be afraid to open up and say, I don't know something, or can I, negotiate, or do something different so I can still maintain my credibility.
Yes.
So how does it? And I talk to when I present in the group here, I talk about agencies talking to each other in regards to like a referral, if you will, reaching out to another agency. Okay, well, what are your thoughts on this particular company? Can you expound upon that referral or suggestion in regards to, okay, if this particular company is a excellent company, A rating, they have good past performance, is it a point in the industry that you would like share that knowledge if requested with other agencies if they're being considered for another opportunity?
Oh, yes, all the time. All the time. I mean, I know that in solicitation, it talks about, the CPARs and the PEPRs and all those other websites. But I mean, we can reach out at any time to one of our sister organizations or someone and just ask them, be blunt with us as far as the past performance of the individual. And so it does not have to actually come from those official systems. You can reach out to a COR, you can reach out to a past customer, you can reach out to a sister organization. You can get your past performance information from anywhere. And so I tell all of my contractors, never ever compromise on quality, because at some point it will come back on you.
Wow, never compromise on quality. That's a hashtag, y'all. Never compromise on quality, because it speaks for your company and you want to be exemplary and really do the work, deliver in order to scale your business. Every large organization was a small business at some point in time, right?
Yes.
And we want to build on that credibility, our expertise, and delivering what we said that we could do at a competitive price. Let's talk about in regards to evaluations, low cost, technically acceptable versus best value. Now, what do you see in the industry? Is there a certain industry where one weighs more on the other, like maybe professional services versus construction or maintenance type? Is there a certain industry, that would, it depends on valuation, best value or low cost?
Well, I know that right before I left the government, that they were going back to best value and try. Yes,
Really?
Yes, because they found that lowest price technically acceptable, really all that we're doing is going to the lowest price. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, normally everyone was technically acceptable, so you end up going to the lowest price. And so now they're looking at best value. You know how it goes in a circle with the government. So now they are going to be focusing in on best value, and that's key because we talked about those things. We talked about quality. All right. You know, those past performance is really going to come into play. So you're not just, submitting a proposal and getting it based on price, or you just technically acceptable. They're going to be looking at your quality, past performance, and things of that nature. So I think that's great. And then it's also important to make sure, like we said in the beginning, a few minutes ago, making sure you're keeping up on your quality. So the government is going back toward best value now.
Wow, now that's amazing because just in this instance, I'm gonna give you a situation where if the government needed, let's say, they contracted doctors, okay, a physician or something. I want the physician that you guys selected, the best value one, not the low price technically
Exactly.
one.
Yes.
Look at it in those terms as far as I want the best value for the dollar. What
Mhm.
what does that organization bring to the table that can enhance what I'm trying to do and solve my problem? So I'm glad that the government has decided to do that. So it gives an opportunity for people and companies that have that quality, the expertise,
Mhm.
years of experience to really bring that to the table and not cut corners
Mhm.
in order to be at a certain price when it's time, when submitting a bid or proposal. So that's
Yes.
great. I'm glad.
Yeah, and there's one concept that they use in best value is just past performance and price, and I think that's going to be very popular. You
Oh,
know, looking at the past performance, someone with a stellar past performance, they're willing to pay a little bit more
mm,
because those people have proven themselves. So that's going to be key. So
that's
it's not always technical. It's not always technical. It could be that past performance could be uh, uh, the higher factor.
wow. That's great. So, can you tell me? Let's stay on past performance just a little bit in regards to small business owners because the small owners basically that are in the group are ones that have transitioned from corporate America. So
Mhm.
they may have 20 plus years of experience under their belt in their particular subject area.
Mhm.
So can you talk to those new government contractors who would say, well, I don't have a contract. I'm just getting started in this industry. How would I showcase my expertise in regards to a capability statement or to say that I do have experience in what the government is actually soliciting contractors for.
Okay. And so the government will evaluate what we call resumes. All right. And so they will look at someone's resume if they're, I'm not sure exactly what type of service that you're looking for. Just say IT services.
Okay.
Okay. They will look at someone's resume and that count as experience.
Mm,
Now, it may not count as past performance because we know that experience and past performance is different,
mhm.
but they will still be able to get what we call a neutral rating. It will not count against them, and so they can use their resume to help them get in the door as far as the experience.
That is wonderful because we have a lot of new government contractors here in the blueprint, and they
Mhm.
always ask me the question, well, really, will the government buy what I sell? Do I even have a chance
Yeah.
to get, to win a contract? Not an actual contract under my belt. I'm brand new at this, but I got plenty years of experience doing this.
Mhm.
So I'm glad that they're actually hearing it from Miss Angela Jacobs, the former deputy of contracts at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So this is amazing. I think I'm just having fun. Okay, who has fun talking about this kind of stuff? I guess it's kind of nerdy. I don't know. I don't know, but this is a lot of fun because it's enlightening. And what I like to do is bring impact, clarity, and show people that you too can be successful in this industry. We all have to start from somewhere, but if you get the proper knowledge and expertise, then you just can grow and scale your business from there. So I think that's very, very important. Wow. Wow. So I mean, you've hit on so much good information in this time frame. So let me just ask you. This is just a general question, because many people, I tell people, I think the largest pricing effort I've worked on was like 73 million.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that with government contractors, as a contracting officer, I forgot the terminology, where that signature, you can sign off on certain contract values. What is that terminology again?
Are you talking about the warrant level, unlimited warrant? Okay.
Yes. So what have you seen that has come across your desk in regards to just the value of a contract, or and or duration?
Okay. So at Fort Campbell, I was at like about 175 million, maybe 200 million. But
Y'all
when I worked,
wait, y'all hear that? 100. Well, she said about $200 million, $200 million warrant. Miss Jacobs right here.
now when I was at Fort Bragg, it was in the billions.
Whoa.
Yes, there are some contracts out there. Base ops types contract. They were in like 4 billion, 5 billion, 6 billion. And so yeah,
Billions, y'all. With the
billion.
billions.
Small business set aside.
Whoa. Okay, guys. Brakes. Pump the brakes. Did you guys hear that? Pump the brakes. She said small business set aside. Are we not talking to the small business owners in this group? Are we not? We are actually live streaming in the Facebook group. Please just hit the share button. If you share, let everybody know we're here. Live streaming here in the Facebook group, and also we are live streaming on YouTube. This is amazing.
And Tina, can I add one other thing? Because a lot of times we think that we have to go in by ourselves, and so we can never forget about the subcontracting opportunities, the networking, because together we can always do more. So don't forget about the subcontracting opportunities that are out there for when there are large business awards. Those large businesses have to submit what they call a subcontracting plan. And we have to abide by that subcontracting plan. And as contracting officers, we look at that to make sure that they are subcontracting to small businesses. So there's a lot more opportunities.
See, this is what I tell you guys day in and day out. Positioning is key. Are you ready? These prime contractors are looking for you, but have to be in position. And that is what it's all about. This is so exciting. You have shared a wealth of knowledge with the audience today in regards to what's going on. This is real talk, guys. This is happening to companies. They are successful in this industry, but it's all about you now positioning yourself to say, okay, I'm ready to win my first contract, or my second, third, or fourth. I'm ready to increase my revenue streams by doing things better, tightening it up, because now I know more. This is so exciting in regards to what you're sharing with me. I'm just really geeked right now. I'm really geeked. Let's see here. Zana says, thank you for giving out this knowledge. New to government contracting and working on placing, winning an award. And then I got people commenting from YouTube talking about billions. Oh my God! Exclamation point twice. And another viewer says, Shemaine Green says, I'm excited to hear the past experience will keep me in the game. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. So I know we are at a close. It's 7:30 now. Do you want to leave any parting words with us today?
Well, my parting words would say, as myself, always be a learner. All right. I know that the government is the one that, kind of dictates the FAR and everything and said, this is the rule, that's the policy. As a small business person, you need to be adverse on that as well. So I always say, take some time to understand the regulation so that when you do get a contract, you know your rights. All right.
Mm, mm. That is powerful. That is powerful. Understanding the RFP language and
Mm-hmm.
language, and then strategize. Create your strategic plan on how you're going to execute a contract. So powerful. Wow, this has been an amazing interview for episode 1. I mean, we're gonna knock it out the park. The first show, the Tina Greer show, and guys, please remember that we have an upcoming challenge going on. So the ticker down below, you can see the bit.ly link, the 5-day free challenge, process to profits. Angela, Miss Jacobs has shared with you guys what happens if you just do your work, do your part. And she's seeing success day in and day out from small business owners just like you. Oh my gosh, these people are great information. I appreciate you all sharing. Oh my God, everybody is so excited. Miss Jacobs, again, I want to thank you. Again, everyone, how can they reach out to you if they want to set up a consult or just get additional guidance from you? You have something we can share with everyone, or you can just state it here.
I can state the email address if everyone is ready for that. It's Angela. I'm sorry, it's not Angela. It's A Denise Jacobs. A Denise Jacobs right now at gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome. Look, I got her when she's just newly retired. Everything. I said, I'm gonna snatch her up really, really quick. I tell you, we go a long way, and we've been through a lot as friends. We're friends, not just business colleagues, but we are really true friends. And I want to thank you, Ms. Jacobs, for taking the time out to share your expertise with the group via Facebook as well as YouTube. I mean, if the time is now, guys, there's no better time.
Yep.
Time is now.
Yep.
So again, thank you so much. And don't forget, guys, to sign up for the challenge. The big link is down there below at the ticker, bit.ly, GBS Contracts Clinic. I will see you guys next week. And again, thank you so much, Ms. Jacobs, for this wonderful, wonderful show. All right, guys. All right. Oh, one more thing. Zanetta, she said, can you say your email address again? They want to get that email.
A.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do it A Denise Jacobs at gmail.com.
Okay, I'm typing it in on my phone. DE. Got some people that want to reach out. All right. A Denise Jacobs. All right. A Denise Jacobs with the S.
Yes.
At gmail.com. Got it. All right. I put it there. I put it in our Facebook group. A Denise Jacobs at gmail.com. Awesome, awesome. Well, everybody's saying thank you. Thank you both.
It's been a pleasure.
This has been really a lot of fun. Great topic and tips. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. Well, we're going to sign out for now. And thanks again for tuning in. Feel free. I'm going to put this link on the business page. Share it out with your friends. And this has been a phenomenal day. So thanks again, Ms. Jacobs. And
welcome.
Millionaire Makers. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.